My most painful experience is being sexually abused as a child. It started when I was 8 and it ended when I was 14. How I overcame it was by talking to a psychologist. It took a couple of years to overcome it, but I don't think it's my fault anymore. I used to believe that it was my fault and that somehow, even as an 8-year-old child, I was asking to be sexually assaulted. But now that I know that isn't true, I'm much happier with my life as it is now.
The most painful thing that I've experienced in my life, I decided to face the camera. The day when I was giving birth to my firstborn, it was painful because I was in labor pains for 11 days. The day of the delivery, they found out that I was supposed to give birth through cesarean section, and it was a matter of life and death because my child was already, what is this in English? In Setswana, in English. So yeah, that's the most painful experience because it was just 2 hours left for me or her to die. And we had they had to rush me to hospital. I was in Christiana, which is a small town. So I had to move from Christiana to Heartbreak. Yeah, you know those things started moving. The ambulance is in a hurry and there's traffic, there's what, and the ambulance is not comfortable. So it was painful. I already had felt the pain for 11 days. My skin had already changed color. I was gray. So yeah, to me, it was the most painful thing, but I thank God because my daughter is well now. She's 10 years old, thank God. Yeah, she's okay. I thought maybe it was gonna affect her mentally, but she's okay. She's doing well at school. So yeah.
The most painful thing I've ever experienced is not having what I wanted, but it made me realize it's not what I need, because what is truly yours can never be taken from you. So the lowest I felt actually made me realize how high I am, because I don't believe in pain anymore. I believe in joy and love, because everything happens for a reason. What is truly yours can never be taken away from you. So whatever you feel sad for, it's actually the ego in motion. The ego is mad that it didn't get what it wanted, but the soul is relieved that it got what it needs. Yeah, that's what I learned.
It was over this honey that I was crushing on, and she took me over 10 years just to appeal and approve and give me a yes. And after 6 months, I never knew that she had a guy. Meanwhile, I was not snaking, so I thought that honey was a vision till I heard out by my peers, and that broke my heart, dog. That broke my heart, dog. But I think then I will smash one day.
Well, just most painful is giving off myself to people who really didn't appreciate me. Feel like I owe a debt to myself where I gotta really apologize, kind of give closure to myself. But other than that, apologies and risks that I go by in this world is I'm just trying to be free with everybody. I'm just trying to be this connected, be this good vibe guy every time you see.
Like the breakups for Hotman, it's like I had many breakups. Oh, Hotman, like Lilo, I'm a single guy like now. Oh, Hotman, just like that. Oh, Hotman, always. I'll be a single man until I die. Hotman, like that. There's nothing I can do.
I've had tattoos, I've cut myself. Dating. Oh, no. Losing my shoes.
The most painful thing you've ever experienced in your life?
Yes.
Losing your shoes.
I would rather die first than lose my shoes. Like straight up. I am a sneaker head. I have 19 pairs of shoes. Some of them are over 7 years old, but they look as young as my daughter.
So I knew this guy had a girlfriend, but still Like, he told me that he doesn't have a girlfriend, and I'm convinced because I've seen them together and doing those funny things that couples do. But when he came to me and then he lied and told me that he doesn't have a girlfriend while he does.
It was when I was told that my dad passed. Actually, he passed with me. So I was rushing. What was rushing in my mind is the pillar of my life is gone. My covering is gone. And I don't know what am I gonna do now that he's gone. What should happen and who will be my covering? And at that point, I realized that I have to generate my own covering. I have to be able to stand for myself. I don't have anybody to run to, so my running it will be now to depend on God and God alone.
Is actually feeling emotion while knowing it, explaining to people, and those people are going to write those tests and they get hundreds and BDs and all those stuff. But at the end of the day, I failed emotion. That was the worst thing I've ever experienced. And how did I overcome that feeling? I just accepted that is life. Sometimes you can do things right. You do everything that is humanly possible to succeed, but it doesn't give you the outcome that you really want. Sometimes, not every time, sometimes. So the only thing is just do what you're able to do. I'm a Christian, so pray to God. Ask advice to your peers and people who have better experience in that area or that department, and the rest, man, just wait and look at the results.
So what did the people that explain the whole movie to say to you after you failed it?
No. Oh, those people, what do they say about me? No, the first reaction was like, did you fail? They were like, okay, you passed the module, right? And I told them, no, I didn't. And the reactions were like, yeah, you're probably joking. So I didn't have to explain, I just kept quiet. That's the thing I do. I was like, you can't fail this, you can fail this. I failed. No, you're joking. Oh, cool then. That's the thing.
The most painful experience was being a side chick for 7 months. Ever since, I don't trust men and I don't want to be in relationships with anyone.
It's my first year at Valley University of Technology, so I think I lost 4 of my family members this year, and it was very hard to deal with it because now I am alone. There's no one that I know here that can be there for me the way my family can be. So I didn't even attend those funerals because now I had assignments and those days. So last week I found out that my father passed away on the 30th of July. We didn't have a relationship with him because I last saw him 2009 on the day that my mother was buried. Afterwards, I don't know, man. I think the thing here is I took it bad because I wanted to know him, but a part of me hated him, you know. So now I'm still struggling to deal with the fact that he's not here, and I would have loved to spend some time with him.
What was love yesterday became sorrow the next day, you know, because there's a thin line between good and bad. Today things can be good, tomorrow they can be bad, and depending on what the issue is, it's gonna take time to heal and it's gonna take time to forgive one another. But if we are strong enough, we can forget and forgive each other. Yeah, peace.
What can I say? It's a woman. It's a woman. So here it goes. She cheated on me and she got pregnant. Yeah, I spent it a lot. I bought her shoes, fucking new Jordans, limited editions, but I was doing it out of love. But I'll never stop loving those women. I'll never stop loving women. As much as they can hate me so badly, I'll keep on loving them. So yeah, it's a woman. My most painful experience I've ever had. It's a woman.